Hey, what's up there crew? Matt Vasallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to change the color of a car emblem like this BMW emblem right here. It actually is done already. I used the 1080 3M carbon fiber wrap material. I'm going to use my cell phone to take a picture of the emblem and then just a quick little tape measure to measure it out. We're going to throw it into the software. We're going to get our measurements down. Then we're going to cut it on just our simple little silhouette Cameo like you see right here to make the emblem a completely different color and give it a really cool look. So stick around to see how. Alright, so one of the first things we need to do, we have our 3M carbon fiber. We're going to cut this on the vinyl cutter here, but we need to measure the emblem here to know how big it actually is when we bring it into the software. So I'm right at about 3 3/4 inches as far as my emblem size. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab my cell phone here and I'm just going to hold it directly over the top here and just take a picture like that. So I now have a good over-the-top clean picture of the emblem to be able to bring into the software, get my measurements right. We can cut our material and then just apply it. Alright, so now I just brought the logo into CorelDraw and the TRW Design Wizard, our software here at the Rhinestone World. I'm going to use again our 1080 series 3M wrap material, and it's the carbon fiber that we're going to do. But first thing I need to do is I need to get my size of the actual emblem correct to what it is on the car to be able to make these the correct size. So basically all I'm doing is I'm turning this blue part into a black carbon fiber, which actually looks pretty freaking sweet, and it's super simple. I can use any color. I could use any color I want. I can make it pink, I can make it red, I can make it blue. Anything you want to customize on a car, it's super simple and very inexpensive, where you as a business can make a lot of money on it. So before we get into it, do me a favor and click that like button and click that subscribe button for more videos like this one here. So let's get started. First thing we need, we said about 3.75 inches, right? So I'm going to grab my circle here. I'm just going to draw a circle. I'm going to turn it yellow just so I can see it easier, okay? And I want to see through to the logo, but I want to make this 3.75 inches. So I'm going to go 3.75, enter. Now it's 3.75. I want to see the logo through it a little bit, so I'm going to throw a little bit of a transparency on it so I can see through there. Now I just need to resize my image a little bit to fit this yellow, okay? So I'm just, as I hold shift, it'll move it proportionate. So that white part, I want to measure onto the yellow and get that perfect. So make it a little bit larger here. And this is just a matter of kind of fiddling around with it a little bit. Now, there are different places that you can find the logos for all the cars online, but I don't have permission to do that. So you can look online and probably find something that would make this part a whole lot easier. But that looks good there, that looks good there. I'm seeing that's pretty perfect. I took a pretty good image of that. So now what I want to do is I want to trace the blue part of it, and I'm going to use the tool I like, which is called the B-spline tool. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to use the B-spline tool in CorelDraw. I'm going to hold V as in Victor to start it and zoom in. I'm going to go just outside into the white barely. V as in Victor, bring it down, and V as in Victor is making it be a straight line. And then I'm again going to go right here, V as in Victor, good to go. And then come across here, V as in Victor. And now I'm not going to hold the V because I want it to kind of curve with it. Looks good there, looks good there. If I just move my mouse off the screen, it'll keep moving with it. Looks good there, there. And then V again, or else it'll start to curve like this. Boom. Okay, so I can see that, and I have my line set at dotted lines right now. That doesn't matter. I could set it to my straight line right over here. Now what I'm going to do is, these should be basically the same size, okay? So I'm going to left click, drag it over, right click, and then I'm going to flip mirror it and rotate it. So this should line up pretty good right there. I'm pretty happy with that, okay? Now, the biggest thing is you'll probably want off the start to cut a couple different sizes, a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller, just to get that perfect fit, okay? So you might waste a couple cents in material on that first cut, but as soon as you have that setting, now you know the BMW front emblem is this size, the back emblem, the wheels, everything else. So now that I have those two, okay, and those two set, I'm just gonna click on both of them and move them down here. I'm gonna come over to my templates and I'm gonna do what's called a vinyl overcut, okay? And I'm just gonna pull these off like a sticker. So because I'm using an application tape, or would be using application tape, I don't mirror it, right? So I'm just gonna hit vinyl overcut, and that created which is what's called our overcut feature. And here's what that does. It makes it a whole lot easier to weed it, and here's the reason why. When I move this out of the way, check that out. See how it did that cut right there? So your cutter will actually finish through your cut, the blade will stay down, and it'll start the cut another 1/4 inch to make sure you never get those little hangers where the material pulls up. So good to go with that. I'm ready to send this to my cutter, but again, I want to cut a couple of these just to be safe. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to hold shift and enlarge this one just a tiny bit. See, I didn't go much, just a little bit just to see. So highlight both of them. Okay, so now to cut this file, all right, I just want to save this as an SVG file. And then I can open up the SVG file in Silhouette. Now you could also use a software called Silhouette Connect, which I have as well, but I just want to show you the easy way for those of you who don't have Silhouette Connect, because you don't necessarily have to buy another edition for Silhouette. So I got this. I'm just going to go to my export tab here in the wizard, and I'm going to call this BMW front logo, and I'm going to export it as an SVG file. Alright, so we have Silhouette Studio, and I'm using the business edition here. So to open this, I'm just going to go to File, Open. And on my desktop right here, I'm going to see my BMW logo, double click on that, and that's going to bring it in here. So this is basically ready to go. All right, so now we're over here at our Silhouette Cameo 3. I have my material here. Let's go ahead and get this loaded in. So I'm going to hit 1 for load. Material's loaded there. Let's go ahead and lock that down. We're ready to go ahead and cut this. Let's get back over here and send it to the cutter. Alright, so now that we have the cutter set up, let's go ahead and send this over to the cutter. I'm going to come over to the send button right here. We have our cuts, you can see with the red lines there. I got a speed of 7 and a force of 33 because this material is a little bit thicker. So let's go ahead and hit send here, and that'll start our cut. And there we go. Let's go ahead and hit unload here. Takes our material out. Now you can see my cut. Perfect there. So let's bring this back out to the car, get this thing lined up, and show you how easy it is. Alright, so now we're back over here at the car. We got our decals ready, and let's go ahead and see how these bad boys line up here. So I'm just going to peel this back here. Looks good there. Hit our second one here. There we go. We're done. So you can see how sweet this looks, but it's got the carbon fiber look on the decal now. We didn't have to get a whole brand new emblem, and it's still going to match what we did to the grill here perfectly on the emblem, and I'll show you the other parts of the car that we've done with this already. So you can see the wheel here. All 4 wheels done the exact same way. And then also the back emblem here. Again, freaking perfect. We did the carbon fiber all around for the chrome delete as well, along the bottoms, up the edge right there, and then of course the front wheel there too. Alright, so that's it. Hope this video helped you out and showed you something different you can do with your little Silhouette Cameo or your Cricut or your Graphtec Roland, any of your bigger vinyl cutters as well. But just having the right material, thinking of how to do it, just taking a picture of it, getting it lined up, great. But to sell a set of something like this for all 4 wheels, the front emblem and the back emblem, in any color that the customer wants, doesn't matter what type of car it is, right? But your margins are huge in doing something like this. So don't always think of just t-shirts or vinyl car window decals. Think of all the different things you can do with that amazing vinyl cutter that you have, and that's what we're here for, is to help you think of those awesome things. So again, make sure to smash that subscribe button, click that like button so you can see all the different videos once we release them. And cost on this, with this 3M carbon fiber material and the little bit of material you're gonna use, you might have 10 to 15 cents in material cost to do a full set like that. So again, margins, absolutely ridiculous. Hope this video helped you guys out. Again, comment below, let me know what you think of this. Click that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, crew.